Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be sharing some of my favorite design tips with you today. We're diving into a question I get asked all the time: how to transform a neutral space with pops of color. You know, I love a good neutral palette. It creates such a calming and timeless foundation for any room. But sometimes you just need a little something extra to make it sing. Adding those pops of color brings in personality, warmth, and a little bit of that wow factor. So, whether you're working with a blank canvas or just want to refresh a space that feels a little flat, stick around. We're going room by room, sharing all sorts of easy and affordable ways to bring in color and create a home that truly reflects your style. Let's get started. Now, before we dive into all the fun colors, let's talk about the importance of a neutral base. Think of your walls, large furniture pieces like your sofa or dining table, and even your main rug as the foundation of your design. Keeping these elements in those classic neutrals, whites, creams, grays, maybe even a soft taupe, creates a sense of calm and allows your pops of color to really shine. It's all about balance, right? Imagine a beautiful blue velvet sofa against a crisp white wall. The contrast is what makes it pop. Plus, starting with a neutral base gives you the freedom to easily switch up your accent colors whenever you're feeling a change. It's like having a blank canvas. The possibilities are endless. You can go bold and bright or keep it soft and subtle. It's all up to you and what makes your heart sing. One of the easiest and most impactful ways to add color is with accent pillows and throws. I mean, who doesn't love cozying up on the sofa with a pile of plush pillows? Think of your sofa or bed as an opportunity to introduce fun patterns, textures, and those vibrant hues you love. A few emerald green velvet pillows can instantly liven up a beige sofa, or a mix of floral and geometric patterns can add a touch of whimsy. Don't be afraid to play with different sizes and shapes of pillows too. A long lumbar pillow can add a nice visual break, while smaller square pillows are perfect for layering and adding depth. And don't forget about throws. A cozy knit throw in mustard yellow or a lightweight linen throw in a dusty rose can completely transform the look and feel of your space. It's all about adding those little touches of color that make a big impact. Let's talk about the power of art. A blank wall is like a blank canvas just waiting for your personal touch. And incorporating colorful artwork or wall decor is one of my favorite ways to inject personality and vibrancy into a space. Think about the mood you want to create. A large abstract painting with bold brushstrokes can bring in energy and drama, while a collection of botanical prints in vintage frames adds a touch of charm and serenity. Don't be afraid to mix and match. Gallery walls are a fantastic way to incorporate a variety of colors, styles, and textures. Frame family photos, kids' artwork, or even pressed flowers. It's all about telling your story and creating a space that feels uniquely you. And remember, art doesn't have to be expensive. You can find incredible pieces at flea markets, antique shops, or even create your own. Chapter 4. Introduce colorful accessories. It's amazing how much impact those little details can have. Think about incorporating colorful accessories throughout your space: vases, candle holders, decorative bowls, maybe even a stack of colorful books on your coffee table. Look for pieces that speak to you, whether it's a vintage ceramic vase in a vibrant turquoise or a set of hand-blown glass candle holders in shades of amber and rose. These little pops of color add so much personality and visual interest without being overwhelming. Don't be afraid to group items together to create little vignettes: a collection of colorful ceramics on a tray, a stack of books with a bright vase on top. It's all about creating those moments that draw the eye and spark joy. And remember, you don't have to go overboard. Sometimes, just a few well-placed accessories are all you need to bring in that perfect pop of color. Chapter 5. Incorporate area rugs. Now, let's talk about area rugs. They're like pieces of art for your floor, and they can completely transform the look and feel of a space. A statement area rug with a bold pattern or vibrant hues can really anchor a room and create a lively focal point. If you're working with a neutral sofa, consider a rug with pops of color that complement your accent pillows. Or if you have a more colorful space, a rug with a more subdued pattern can help to ground the room and create a sense of balance. Think about the size and placement of your rug too. In a living room, you want the rug to be large enough to define the seating area, while in a dining room, it should be large enough to accommodate the table and chairs. And don't be afraid to layer. Layering a smaller patterned rug over a larger solid rug can add depth and visual interest. Chapter 6. Choose colorful lighting. Lighting is so important in design, it sets the mood and ambiance of a space. But did you know it can also be a fantastic way to introduce pops of color? Think beyond just the light fixture itself. A lamp with a colorful base or a shade in a fun pattern can add a touch of personality to a side table or console. Or consider a statement chandelier in a bold hue to create a dramatic focal point in your dining room. Don't forget about the light bulbs themselves. Warm white bulbs create a cozy and inviting atmosphere, while cooler bulbs are great for task lighting. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you can even experiment with colored light bulbs to create a fun and unexpected vibe. Chapter 7. Layer with textures. Color isn't just about hues and shades, it's about texture too. Layering different textures adds depth and dimension to a space, making it feel more inviting and visually engaging. Think about incorporating different fabrics and materials, a chunky knit throw paired with a sleek leather chair, a woven basket next to a smooth ceramic vase. These contrasting textures create visual interest and keep the eye moving. And don't forget about natural textures. A wooden bowl filled with fresh fruit, a collection of seashells on a shelf. These little touches bring in the beauty of the outdoors and add a touch of organic warmth. Remember, it's all about creating a space that feels layered and collected over time, with a mix of textures that tell a story. Chapter 8. Incorporate nature. Bringing the outdoors in is one of my favorite ways to add life and vibrancy to any space. And what better way to do that than with plants? Plants not only add a pop of color with their green leaves and colorful blooms, but they also purify the air and create a sense of tranquility. Choose plants that thrive in your space's light conditions and don't require a lot of maintenance. And don't be afraid to get creative with your planters. A vintage crock, a woven basket, or even a colorful ceramic pot can add an extra touch of personality. Think beyond just houseplants too. Fresh flowers are always a beautiful and fragrant way to bring in color. And you can even incorporate branches, leaves, or pine cones for a touch of seasonal charm. Chapter 9. Use statement furniture. While we've been focusing on adding pops of color through accessories and accents, don't underestimate the power of a statement furniture piece. If you're feeling bold, consider a brightly colored sofa or a patterned armchair. Or, if you prefer a more subtle approach, a vintage dresser painted in a cheerful hue or a pair of side tables with colorful detailing can add just the right amount of personality. The key is to choose one or two statement pieces and let them shine. You don't want to overwhelm the space with too many bold elements. Remember, furniture is an investment, so choose pieces that you truly love and that will stand the test of time. Chapter 10. Experiment with window treatments. Window treatments are often overlooked, but they can make a big impact on the overall look and feel of a space. Colorful curtains or blinds can frame your windows beautifully and add a layer of color and pattern. If you have a neutral space, consider curtains in a bold print or a vibrant hue. Or, if you prefer a more subtle approach, linen curtains in a soft pastel or bamboo shades in a natural tone can add warmth and texture. Think about the length and style of your window treatments too. Floor-to-ceiling curtains can make a room feel taller and more dramatic, while Roman shades offer a clean and tailored look. And don't forget about hardware. Curtain rods and finials come in a variety of styles and finishes and can add a touch of personality to your window treatments. Chapter 11. Opt for colored backsplashes or tiles. Now let's talk about those spaces that often get overlooked when it comes to color kitchens and bathrooms. Incorporating color through your backsplash or tile choices can make a huge difference in these rooms. Think about using colorful tiles in a fun pattern for your kitchen backsplash. Or, consider a bold and graphic tile for your bathroom floor. These small but mighty design choices can really transform the entire feel of the space. Don't be afraid to go bold. A colorful backsplash can be a great way to inject personality into a kitchen, while a patterned tile floor can add a touch of whimsy to a bathroom. And remember, you don't have to tile the entire room to make a statement. Sometimes, a small section of colorful tile is all you need to create a focal point and add a touch of personality. Outro, bring in the color! Well, there you have it, friends. I hope you feel equipped with a whole toolbox full of ideas to bring those pops of color into your own homes. Remember, design is all about creating a space that reflects you, your personality, and the things you love. Don't be afraid to experiment, have fun with it, and don't be afraid to break a few design rules along the way. The most important thing is that you love the space you're in. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I can't wait to see what you create. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more home decor tips, and I'll see you in the next video.